on, and they not tripping as much. They, for the most part, they chilling. They chilling. Me and my girl Janelle, she said she couldn't sell no place today. She said the people ain't had no money, so I told her we could rotate some tires or something. You know.
Yeah, sure.
I said let's go wash some cars, rotate some tires. We need stock money, baby.
Right now we watching Wall Street Trapper, man. We talking about the stock market, man. How to navigate through this. Don't panic. Sit there, chill. Pay attention to historical data. It's all gonna tell you what's going on right now. It's called a February sell-off.
Let's get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. So we got 3,500 people in the chat. Shut this out. Shut this off so we can get into it. All right. Let's get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about. So all three indexes. Well, I'm lying.
We finna get to it.
The Dow was up today. The Dow was up today. I wrote something down
Dow
today.
Jones is up. Okay.
I'm gonna talk about this.
Let's hear it.
The Dow was up today, so we seeing McDonald's, we seeing companies like that, Caterpillar, we seeing companies like that hold up, play the game. You know, and what I will tell people is don't get, you'll hear the word a lot right now saying growth scare, growth scare, growth scare, growth scare. You know, any platform, you'll hear that word a lot.
Growth scare. I do see that. I do be seeing that.
Is, a growth scale, when you hear that, it means it's so far saying that the market is being fearful of growth. And when the market is fearful about growth, it's saying that weak economic data is coming out. And so that weak economic data, we had 3 different data indicators out this week. Well, between last week and this week, all of them came in weaker than expected. So that's one thing. Next, you have an earnings warning. So people are being fearful about earnings. Now, some earnings have been recalibrated, meaning they've adjusted. They've, you know, so that's not too bad. And then you are going to have a credit scare. Now, one of the things you're going to see with that is, you know, one of the things I like to do is look at the 10-year note.
Yeah.
And when I look at the 10-year, I see the 10-year is going down. But now the reason why the 10-year is going down is because people are fleeting to bonds right now. All right. So, what you see when people fleet to bonds is when bonds aren't attractive.
You're talking about stocks.
And there's things that's going on in the market, you'll see the bond yield go up. Why is the bond yield going up? Because
you're live right now.
There's supply with no demand. Right?
Yeah.
There's supply with no demand. All right, so right now we see the bond yield.
There's a lot of supply, but don't nobody want to buy it, in other words.
If I'm not mistaken. Right? And so when you see the bond yield dropping like that, that means now there's a heavy rush to bonds.
Bonds, yeah.
So when there's a heavy rush to bonds, the yield is going to drop.
Right.
So you got to be mindful of, for me, when I'm telling my people like, yo, I'm seeing that the bond yield did this and that, you switch how you look at it depending on what's going on in the market. Right? So when you see the bond yield going down, when the market is really fearful, then you know that investors are leaving stocks and going to bonds, and they're going to that 10-year bond. So the more people pile up in that 10-year bond, the more that bond is going to go down. Right? Which means they are running to safety.
Right.
They're saying, hey, we want to get a return on our money, we want to get out of our money. Now, one of the things we saw that Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett have a record, I think, $338 billion in cash right now, somewhere in that area. I mean, off a little bit. But what people don't know is Buffett has been heavy buying bonds. He's been buying bonds for the longest, right? And so what he's doing is, you think, oh, he got all that money sitting on the side because he cashed out of all those positions. Well, he did get out a lot of positions, but if you go look at it, Buffett has been selling positions for 2 years.
Right.
If you go look at it, Buffett has been getting out of positions for 2 years. Buffett got out of positions in 2023. Buffett got out of positions in 2024.
Yep.
And in both of those years, the market still ran up. Right? Now, what do you see in today's market? You've seen the market do what? Sell off in 2 days. We are now back to, I think, a couple stocks. I think today we had, if I looked at the numbers, we had 350 stocks out of the S&P hit 52-week lows, and 70 stocks hit 52-week highs. Right? And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. But just know that Buffett has always been a heavy buying investor as well.
If you invested in the stock market, don't panic.
He's such an amazing buying investor is because of how much money he.
Don't panic. If you invested right now and you see your money going down, do not sell off. The market is having a sell off right now because some people might be trying to pay taxes. And just off historical data, end of February always experienced a major sell-off. If you've been doing this for a while, you know this happens. We're going to have another one in May. We'll have another one around September, October.
Cash, the whole market going to be scary.
Then we'll have another one at the end of January.
So it's one of the things that we just got to be mindful of, right?
Right. What's happening?
Don't shake your head now, shit. Sheesh.
Yeah, we're going through some turmoil right now, but it's all right.
So let's
keep your head over water.
Out there, right? And so another thing we're looking at is the bond yields drop. Then we see stocks sell off, and then we see a flight to quality. Right. Now, as we get into this, one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is because right now we're talking about a growth scare. And yes, these are some of the signs, but I want y'all to look at it from this perspective here, right?
Right.
Right before this happened, we saw the market do what? Hit a what?
All-time high.
So you had some things line up. It's kind of like a perfect storm. Like I remember when they said Katrina was the perfect storm, right? Everything aligned in the right spot.
Because they created that storm.
So you saw the market hit an all-time high, S&P. You saw 3 economic indicators be weak. You see an influx of buying. And one of the reasons why I say that we should focus on quality stocks is because when you only play momentum, when momentum falls, you'll then look for fundamentals to justify your next move. Okay? Say it again. One of the reasons why, personally, me, Wall Street Trapper, we focus on fundamentals. Is because when momentum dies out, you'll look for fundamentals to justify your next positions.
Yeah, they're wise.
Every option play that I'm in, that we're in, every buy and hold that I'm in, that we're in, are fundamentally strong companies.
Right.
That's for a reason.
Right. I love that.
That's for a reason.
And we definitely tapped in.
That's for a reason. Talk to me, Jose.
What's a flight to quality? That was one of the things I wrote down. Was like, I never heard
a flight to quality. So that, you know, when I got when I have to explain to our audience,
right,
I have to let them understand some of the stuff they're going to hear and break it down to them. So a flight to quality means...
What's up, y'all?
Let's say there's certain companies that run up crazy and people are like,
nice to meet you.
Why we ain't getting to this one? Why we ain't getting to this one? Because those stock, give you a prime example. Before
we tapped in on the stock market right now.
GameStop became a fundamentally great company.
Right.
During the pandemic, it was a meme stock. Because the company didn't have great fundamentals.
Yep.
Before the pandemic, the company didn't have great fundamentals, which is why it was a $3-4 stock.
Yeah.
Right? Just using this as an example.
Right.
What the great thing with management did was
shout out to Jeremy.
Turned from a bad quality stock
Birmingham,
to
man.
fundamentally great stock because and the people who own the company
I need the
had so
remote.
much stock invested. As
Shit.
the momentum grew on the stock, then it changed to momentum.
Right.
Meme and momentum. As it grew up, as it shifted up like that,
Yeah.
and this is why I gotta respect the owners of that company because they essentially gave their company a second chance at life.
Man.
Here's why. As that stock went from $4 all the way up to 300 and
300
something dollars, they had the ability to cash out a lot of those
to
shares
pay off debt.
and pay down a whole bunch of debt.
You feel me?
And you can go look at it,
Yeah.
right? So when the stock it was literally a $4 stock.
Now they
It
seem
went
like they
from 4
fundamentally
to
sound.
400. They had the opportunity to sell. And if you notice, they would say, oh, GameStop insiders are selling. GameStop insiders are selling. CEO sold this much. CEO sold this much. CEO sold this much. The reason why he sold was they were selling so much
Right.
is it wasn't pocketing the money, not all of it.
They was paying
They
debt
were
off.
literally saying, hey, let's take this to pay down a whole bunch of that debt.
Yeah.
Right? And so it went to a company that then became what? Fundamentally structured.
Yeah.
Meaning they didn't have the debt that they used to have. I think they cut the debt down to zero at this point.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't have the debt
Little
that they
to
had.
none.
And so now they got to work on the infrastructure.
Uh-huh.
So when I say flight to quality, it's during a market where the market is optimistic about everything when, and here's what I will say about the Trump administration right now. He's really doing everything he said he was going to do pre-election. He's not doing nothing he said he wasn't going to do. What happened was the market was optimistic on, oh, he's coming in to do business. And I'm not saying the reason the market is falling is because of him or not. I'm just saying when the market doesn't have uncertainty, the market pulls back.
Right.
So because the idea of Trump made the market pro-business, pro growth, pro, or should I say less restrictive, which is the word I really want to say, the market was optimistic about that.
Right.
And so now, when he comes in, the market is extremely excited about that. And then that says a perfect storm happened. Because then you get economic data that says, hey, the economy is slowing down a bit. And then you have uncertainty about all these tariffs that he's putting out there. Remember, whether they go through or not, the market says, they get scared because they don't know what that's uncertainty.
Right.
And the companies start to lower guidance. And then you have next month, you have
First quarter.
next month you have a possible government stand down, and you have quiet winching next month. So now you got some things in place, and now the market don't have certainty. The market says if I can't find certainty or nothing strong to be on, then I'ma just
no foundation.
Flight to quality.
Yeah.
Which is why you see kind of the Dow Jones going up because these are the boring companies that don't really go too crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So that flight to quality means, Jose, we got 5,000 people in the chat, dog.
Let's go, yeah.
5,300 people in the chat, man.
Talking about.
Come on, man. We
Let's
love
get
y'all.
it.
We love
We
y'all.
here, baby.
Looking good. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
get it. We trapping on Wall Street, baby. Wolves of Wall Street in the building.
So when you hear the market saying flight to quality, the market is now going saying, hey, a lot of the companies that we was in that was momentum, that didn't have the financial structure, that didn't really have the quality, that really didn't have the structure or the products. Like, watch this. Watch this. I can guarantee you this, Jose. Most people that invested in, let's say, a company like AppLovin, I know what that company does. Most people that invested in a company like ANET, I know what that company does. But most people who traded that company or invested in that company have no earthly idea what those companies do. And so because they don't have an earthly idea of what those companies do, watch this. They got people who traded Palantir and invested in Palantir, have no earthly idea what those companies do. The only thing they do know is, hey, that stock is running up.
What happened to your
You
value?
feel me? And so when you have people That's what flight to quality means. Flight to quality means, hey, let me go to where I know I can find stability at.
Right.
Because the market is always looking for stability. Jose, we got to figure out what that is to fix.
Yeah, I was about to say, it seems like every time we get closer to that 5,000.
Well, even that, why does YouTube, we got to find a way to fix our audio. Because even though they doing it, we got to, because that's going to happen in a couple weeks. We got to figure out why that audio is doing that.
Refresh, you can always fix it.
We got to figure out what that is, dog. You know, because our people shouldn't have to refresh. They ain't coming here to do that. Right? So we got to figure out what that is. Let's work on that really, really, really a lot. Let's get Ben and let's really work on that, bro, because they shouldn't have to go in and out. They shouldn't have to refresh their page. Because now we went from 5,000 people, you know what I'm saying? Like, we working on everything, but that shouldn't, I don't know what that is. That happens a couple of times. We got to fix that. What that is. Anyway.
Back to the market.
Let's go a little further, man. Let's get that further.
We in the stock market, y'all. We learning. You invested right now. Don't be scared. Get you some education in your system.
That's going on, we still have 5.6 million.
Do not invest with fear. Take your emotions out this game.
Interesting.
We here to get rich and wealthy. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
We're not here to panic and panic sell.
You know what I'm saying? It's really interesting. But we see the put call ratio is at 0.94, which means we're almost at a 1. I wonder what that's about. Let's go a little further, man.
It's a lot of calls and puts being put in right now in the market.
Listen, now, look how quick this changes. Maybe 2 weeks ago,
it was greed.
It was at 46.
Oh.
We went from 46 to 23 in a matter of a week. That's how fast the market moves. This also tells us that we have an amazing opportunity.
Let me check my Yahoo Finance. Hey. Why my video pausing, bro?
I feel good about the 23. I think it's
Here we go.
I think it's a great opportunity for us. I think it's a great opportunity for the game. I think it's a great opportunity for everybody that's really locked in on the market. I think it's a great opportunity for, again, we talked about something earlier, right?
Let's get it.
We talked about turning adversity into opportunity.
Yep. The market is fearful right now, so get your money ready to invest.
We've seen the market do this. Say the first time.
Whenever y'all see the market get fearful, that means you save your money up and wait for the market to get fearful. Use Yahoo Finance to track the greed and the fear of the market. And when it tells you that the market is in fear, that is the best time to invest. When you see the market is being greedy, that is the worst time to invest. Not saying you can't make no money, but I guarantee, though, if you stick to that method, you will see your money hit the flow.
Right, and if we can figure that certainty out, we can definitely change the game. Let's go a little further.
Right.
All right, so here's our heat map, man. Now, here's the crazy part. I've been watching something for this last week.
PG.
And it's been real interesting to me to watch that that consumer defensive sector has really been good. It's been standing firm. The Walmart, the Procter & Gamble. Like, we're going to show the recession portfolio. My goddamn Costco's still going crazy. And that option play in Costco is up 300% at this point. Right? I done cut down on that thing 3 times. It still made like $7,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? So, the Home Depots, the McDonald's, the Starbucks. I'm not going to lie. I am waiting for Starbucks to pull back.
Yeah, so we could jump in there.
Simply because I just like what they doing over there now. That CEO has come in and done amazing. I really enjoy what they doing over there at Starbucks. I actually was looking at
Starbucks
it yesterday and I thought it was down because I want to add it to the Fear and Greed Index. I want to add Starbucks to the Fear and Greed Index, Jose, because 2 things happen. The CEO comes from Chipotle, right? The CEO from Chipotle comes there. My dog, what's up, brother?
Mm-hmm.
My brother, what's good, family? How y'all feeling? Glad you came through, bro. I appreciate you hearing me. I love the fact that the CEO from
This is
Chipotle
the
has come
defense
in and
sector.
changed that around. And that's something that we talked about. We love that. We appreciate that, right? And then,
I don't know if
I'll
y'all
be
can see
honest,
that
Jose,
good,
here's a
but
shocker
that
to
is
me,
it.
right? I gotta be real. Nike.
There's a lot of A's and
Nike
B's
is a
in
shocker
here.
to me.
You know you've been well.
Well, I've been
You've been
on
kicking.
them. Well, I've been on them. And here's the thing that what I'm not mad at about is, I think it's because it's that flight to quality, that flight to safety. And what I mean by that is,
What you mean?
what companies won't be affected by China tariffs? That's going to be important.
That is true.
What companies that's not going to be affected by China tariffs?
Let's check that out.
That's going to be good. Another one, Jose, was Eli Lilly. So that's a company
I'm about to look it up right now to see which companies
owned,
won't be affected by the tariffs.
I think they have made some corrections to the weight loss situation. I like it. Let's go a little further. All right, so let's get into this, Jose. I want to show y'all something. I want to talk to them about something, right? One of the things I looked
It
at,
say
Jose,
Spotify, Netflix, Hasbro, Lululemon,
let me do some homework on
Reynolds
what the
Consumer
market is
Products,
buying right now.
RBC, Barron, and
That's
Corporate,
important, right? What sectors the
MP
market is
Materials.
buying? What sectors
These
the
companies
market
will not
is
be affected
selling off
by
on?
the
What
Chinese
sectors that the
tariffs.
market really locked in on? So here's what we see on our top 3 sectors that the market is buying right now is energy, consumer service, communication services, and infotech. Now, information technology, right? They got strong buys on those, right? But also, watch this, Jose. Financials coming down. Consumer discretionary was the one we talked about. The surprising me was real estate. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that coming.
real
I
estate.
didn't see that coming. Strong holds. Watch this. The strongest holds are on consumer staples. That's the one we saw. The Nikes moving. We saw strong holds on financials as well. So a hold means, so let me break that down for people that don't understand that, Jose. The market is broken down to 3 different from an analyst look at it. Well, it's a few different ways they can look at it. They can look at it, they can do this. They can do buy, they can do hold, they can do sell, they can do neutral, overweight, underweight, underperform,
Yeah.
right? They can do a few things, right? But we're going to go here. Buy means the market is willing to buy these companies. They are a buy. It's a green light. A hold means if you own it, stay there. If you don't own it, stay on the sideline. Sell means get out of it. Right?
That means get the
If a
fuck
company
out.
says they're overweight, underweight, or neutral, they talking about portfolio size now. So in a portfolio perspective, you may want your portfolio to be at a certain weight. So you may say, if I got, let's say you break it down into percentages, right? Let's say you got 4 stocks in your portfolio, you go 20, 20, 20 25, 25, 25, 25, right? If one of those stocks earn more enough to where it goes to 28%, then that stock is now overweight in your portfolio. And the goal for them now is to say, let me take them 3% and put it on the side, or take them 3% and put it in another stock that's underperforming. Does that make sense? So the goal is to always have your portfolio to have a certain 100% weight, right? Or you may want your portfolio to be a 95% weight with 5% in cash on the side. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what they always want to do is put that portfolio on a scale based on the returns that it's doing. And if it's overweight, that means it done broke the 25 or whatever percentages is.
If you investing right now, you want to definitely be looking into the health sectors, the financial sectors, and communications, and what else we looking at? Industrial, and yeah, these sectors will be doing well through the tariffs issues. You know what I mean?
So if you got a portfolio performance that's, if you have a portfolio and you're measuring performance on weight, that's how you always rebalance your portfolio based on the weight of how that stock has performed.
Yo, we're gonna have to do that.
I ain't doing no whiteboard for that. That was easy to understand.
It might not tonight.
What?
On the personal page. So
That's
everybody had to check in on the
Bro, that
personal.
wasn't hard to understand.
No, I'm telling you, real talk. I'm just, just looking at the people. That's
Man, I'm reading the people, man. The people saying that's Jim, they got
First
that.
off, we're gonna clip it up, so I'll make sure the team be
Oh
clipping that up.
my God, Jesus
Now
Christ.
this is good. I'm telling you.
You always want down whiteboard moment, bro. Right there.
Whiteboard
Oh,
moment.
we going down there. We on the whiteboard moment. Just start writing.
Not right now.
paint
Personal
pictures in.
page. Personal page.
This ain't no Mr. Rogers right now, dog. Shit, already got a goddamn. Already got a whiteboard for the night to get on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, Sean, write that topic.
when you building out your portfolio,
Right.
if you are building your portfolio on weight size, then that's how you measure when it's time for you to rebalance. Anytime any of your companies get out of weight, you want to take profits or you want to deploy capital to get back in alignment to whatever that goal is. I personally don't do that. I don't care about weight size.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care about weight size. So, let's go a little further, man.
Everybody look at the market differently. You know what I mean? It's best to get you in a community where you got some people with experience, though. You know what I mean? And you can bounce that off your ideas.
The market feels that global equities will outperform the U.S. economy.
Ooh.
And that was interesting for me. But right now, as of right now, Europe and China is outperforming the United States.
Damn.
And that doesn't get done a lot, bro.
Nah. They outperforming
Right,
the
so
States.
right now, China and European stocks are outperforming the U.S.
Ooh,
So
that's crazy.
this is not a bad,
How often does that happen?
mad rare.
Damn.
Bro, the United States has the best stock market in the world.
Damn. We getting outperformed by China
100%.
right now.
Now you
Crazy.
might have smaller, and we basing this on big economies. So like the Jamaican stock market be going crazy, but it's a smaller economy. So we talking about like on bigger economies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they said, like, I'm not gonna lie, like right now, bro, like real talk, like China is smoking us. Them Chinese stocks going crazy. Right? European stocks going crazy. Right? And I said, oh, they tripping. But then I thought about something. Where there's uncertainty, people do what? I just told you, flight to quality.
Right.
Right? The market always want to get the best return on their money. And that's why I always tell people, you got to play the markets. And the reason why you got to play the market, because the market is one of the, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Check this out. I don't care who you is. If you ain't got a lot, all right, let me phrase this right. There can be racist restrictions in business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There can be racist restrictions in banking.
Mm.
There can be racist restrictions in real estate.
Right.
Right? They can be that.
Yeah, sure.
They say, hey, I won't give you the loan to get that house and make you go through. And the reason why I know, because I got people that get real estate and they be like, bruh, they give me a runaround.
Uh-huh.
But the stock market don't have that luxury.
Right.
I say the market can't be real.
It don't care.
Right.
All they care about is green.
Mm-hmm.
It don't care who put the money in the account.
Mm-hmm.
It don't care. Now, I'm not saying don't invest in real estate. I'm not, but like when you trying to get a business loan, what's one of the, why black people, I can't get funded. Right? I can't get a business grant. Right? I'm trying to do a startup. I can't get in venture capital because, you know, black is having a hard, you know, they don't want to give black people funding and accredited invest. You know, there's so many things that you got to deal with, right? Because when you show up to those, you show up with race. Because you gotta go inside. I don't gotta go inside the bank to make that play. They don't ask me for a photo ID and not one of them brokerages.
Don't ask me for my name.
They don't ask me. They don't ask me for a photo ID. They don't say what's your race, ethnicity, and background, and did you go to college, and did your daddy go to jail, and did you come from a 2-parent household? They don't even ask what your credit is to get in the market, bro.
Ooh, that's a good. That's a
They don't,
gem.
they don't say what's your credit score. They be like, hey, only thing they want to know is this. Watch this. You trying to trade?
You in or you out? What you trying to do?
This the closest you gonna get to them having. This the
Any type of bias.
Listen, I promise you, this is the closest issue you gonna have with the market. You trying to trade? How much experience you got? That's all they will ask you.
Yep.
And the reason why, because they don't want your dumb ass.
Experiencism. I just created that. Experiencism.
They don't want your crazy, silly, new to the market ass
Right.
blowing your house note.
Right. And then blame it.
Huh? And now you blaming E-Trader. They let me do it. No, we asked you. How much
Right.
experience?
You confirmed.
You lied on that thing and said 7 years, I trade 16.
Hey.
You lied on that thing.
Hey.
It's a
And
reason
don't say trap said it. 'Cause
it's
we got
a
the
reason they
disclaimer.
keep you at level 1.
Right. Yeah.
Try down one, let me go to level 2 options. It's a reason why they don't want you to go to level 2. They know you don't know what the hell you doing.
You ain't ready.
You feel me? It's a reason. Other than that, bro, that's the closest you gonna get to them people. You can't get there. It's the closest they're gonna get to you, bro. What level
That's real.
of experience do you got?
That's
The
real.
next thing they're gonna say is they're gonna ask you 4 questions. After that, you get to multiple choice. How many trades a year do you do?
Yeah. 5 to 10.
It's the
10 to
only 2
50,
questions
100 to 200, what you
dictate
do?
what tier they put you on.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, if you feeling froggish and you decide to manipulate the questions, all they gonna say is, hey, we got your resume. You got 1 or 2 choices here. You take your loss or you go to jail for lying.
You know, I take that long.
Either way, it ain't on me. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take that and go about my business.
I'm gonna ride with this.
I'm going about my business. That's it. Other than that, bro, them people don't care.
Yeah.
They
They don't care.
So for me, that's why I always say that no matter what, I personally, from my own personal opinion, feel like the market is the #1 way to build wealth. That's my own personal opinion. Now, do I think everything else needs to be 100%, bro? 100%. This building we standing in, watch this. Here's an idea. This building that we in right now. You know one of the reasons I'm about to, this is a real conversation I'm about to have with you, bro.
Let's go.
I've never said this before, bro. You know one of the reasons in my heart why I did not go get cash to get this building, and the reason why I went and got the money out the market to
Right.
get this building, because I ain't want nobody to say you use coach money to buy this building.
Yeah.
Cause you know they be quick to say
It's my number 2 reason. First reason was I wanted to show people it was possible.
Yeah.
Number 2, I never wanted nobody to say, hey, you use course money to buy this building. That's why I documented 6 weeks, 860 grand. We took it out the market. We made it in the market. We used it as a down payment. That's the number 2 reason why I did it.
They be quick to be like,
It's the number 2 reason why I did it, bro. So now you can't never say he took y'all money. No.
That building.
No. I went and got it off the market. And still made 2.5. That's what, bro, I promise you that's real. The third reason was because I wanted people to see that
It could be done.
it could be done.
Yep.
Right? So you go make $860,000 in 6 weeks. Of course, it took leveraging. It took a lot of, moving around in the game. You take 860,000. Like, watch this. What you gonna make? Just realistically. Here's the blueprint for that dude. You make the 860 in the market. You take that out the market. You use that to go buy a building.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, once you use that to buy the building, the money that you probably could have used to get it, you now use that money to do the fixer-uppers in the building, and then you use those two together to write whatever you was gonna get, because you still gotta, when you take the 860 out in 6 weeks, there's a taxes on that. So we'll talk about that, right? Here's what people don't understand. We have what's called progressive tax system. Progressive tax systems means this, and we're gonna talk about this tonight too. Progressive taxes mean the more money you make, the more you have to pay in taxes. People don't know that. It's called progressive. Every time you go to another tax bracket, bro, your taxes don't go down. They go up. So you gotta learn another part of the game to offset that. Right? So watch this. When you take that money out of the market,
Right.
you know what tax brackets you just went in? When you make $860,000 in the market in 6 weeks and take it out, you change the bracket that money goes in. It goes into earned income, which is the highest, and now you got to get on a scale. How is that income made? You ain't in the $30,000 earned income. You're not in the $40,000. You went to the upper echelon of earned income, which is what? 37%. So now you got to offset that 37%. If not, Uncle Sam will say, I don't care what you did with it. I want tax on that. So now you got to say, okay, what's the next thing I got to do when I get the building? Because the building alone ain't just the write-off.
Right.
So now you got to say, okay, I'm allowed to spend this much on the building to offset that. And then I got to do what's called cost segregation to offset that. Now the building is in a new situation. You feel what I'm saying? So just because you made the 860, bro, still want 37.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the stock
Percent of
market. I love the market because
Bro, still want
I love it because of the uncertainties. You know what I mean? And that you take big risks, you get big rewards. You know what I mean? You can take moderate risk and get moderate rewards. It's all up to you. If you don't want to take no big risks, you could take the smallest ones. You can go hop in you some bonds, some yields, stuff like that. That'll still give you a return, but it'll be smaller, but you'll be safer. You know what I mean? So that's why I love the market. Depends what type of person you is. You got the it's up to you which strategy you want to use. And I love it. I just love it, man. This is where we gonna make our money at. This is where we gonna get our riches at. This is where we gonna multiply our riches at. This is how we gonna stay rich forever.
But guess what? You go make 30 grand in the market. Now you know what you got.
Right.
You got a price range of what it's gonna cost you to go get a duplex. You go get the duplex. And you follow the same situation. Now, here's where the game get crazy at. Once you start doing stuff like that, you can't go to H&R Block no more.
Yeah, no. You ain't pulling up on them.
You can't go to TurboTax.
Like I said, no TurboTax. Free.
You gotta go find a CPA that understands tax mitigation. It's the words you gotta ask them. Do you understand tax mitigation?
Let me write that down.
I don't got no dependents to give you, bruh. Do you know how to offset? And do you know how to 1031 exchange? Do you know about cost segregation?
Ain't keep me out of jail.
Do you know about QBI reports? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Nah, that's real.
Come on now. My dog sat back over there. Woo!
Let me rewind that, man. He just dropped some gems.
Now, here's where the game get crazy at. Once you start doing stuff like that, you can't go to H&R Block no more.
Yeah, no. You ain't pulling up on them.
You can't go to TurboTax.
Like I said, no TurboTax. Free.
You gotta go find a CPA that understands tax mitigation. It's the words you gotta ask them. Do you understand tax mitigation? I don't got no dependents to give you, bruh. Do you know how to offset? And do you know how to 1031 exchange? Do you know about cost segregation?
And keep me out of jail.
Do you know about QBI reports? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Nah, that's real.
Come on now. My dog sat back over there.
Wait. I didn't get the last part.
Do you know how to offset? And do you know how to 1031 exchange? Do you know about cost segregation?
And keep me out of jail.
Do you know about QBI reports? Come on now. Come on now.
Here we
Come
go.
on now.
Nah, that's real.
Come on now. My dog
There
sat
we
back
go. We
over
cooking.
there.
We cooking. We cooking, y'all. We cooking. I know this probably boring for y'all, but it's all good though. It's where you make the money at when it get boring. When it's too fun, you notice y'all don't ever make money. You just got a conversation to talk about with people like, oh my god, this and that.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta be out here cooking. You gotta be ready, man. You gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta be ahead of the game, bro. You know what I mean? So you gotta do things that are boring. I don't care. Majority of the people who don't do things that are boring are always the people who are broke. You know what I mean? They always do fun stuff, they be broke.
Come on. Come on. All right, let's go a little further, man. But they also said that gold is going to outperform U.S. equities too, Jose. Now, gold has been hitting all-time highs, bro. Now, they did pull back a little bit, but, bro, you know I've been saying for 3 years we need to buy gold. Nobody won't listen to me.
Even told him to go to Costco and get it.
I told you, go to Costco and buy you some gold. Now, if you're in the hood, you got to go to the white part of town.
Because it might not be no gold in your Costco.
No, they going to follow you home.
Ah, yeah.
See, you ain't...
Yeah.
And they see you walk out that there with a brick of gold. I'm following you, partner. I'm following you.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Why this gold has risen in price every week this year
Damn.
as Trump has imposed sweeping tariffs, bro.
Shout out to my squad with the graphics, though.
Come on, man.
The Trump.
Orange face. Orange face, man.
Like you about to drop an album.
Come on. Come on. Come on, man. My dog cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Trump.
Buy the gold, fam. Buy the gold. If you gotta go to the white part of town. If you try to buy the gold and you let them people see you. Watch this. Gold has sold to a record 28, now hit 29, almost 3 for the first time in history. The Federal Reserve approaches to interest rates, paired with Trump's stance on tariffs, has reportedly contributed to gold's upward momentum. Other precious metals, including silver, platinum, whatever that word is, in the month, which, come on, bro.
Oh, the palladium.
Palladium. What that is, Jose?
It's another person.
I ain't never heard of palladium.
Yeah.
Can you give your girl a palladium wedding ring?
Nah, she'd throw that joint.
She would throw it?
Yeah. It's like, bro, we went to go look at the joint. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna be off.
What is palladium, though? Like,
I don't know. It might be, you know what? I might have a case. Let me talk to the jeweler.
Come on now.
What's good with that palladium joint? Nah, you know what? That joint might be crazier than
Palladium.
as far as the gold joint. Yeah, nah.
What you mean?
The palladium might be as far as like 5 to 10 times higher.
I mean, you can show them. You
put the palladium in the safe.
Girls ain't got palladium.
I need to go to Costco and see if they got the palladium in that drink. Oh, remember we talked about palladium because it go in the Cadillac converter drink.
The Cadillac converter.
Right this time.
The Cadillac converter.
Jose ain't getting flushed today.
The Cadillac converter. Come on now.
I knew we talked about the palladium.
The Cadillac. I don't care. Listen, I'm from the hood. We don't say no catalytic. I ain't never heard nobody say.
I'm going to get palladium.
What you know it as?
Damn. Did you know palladium is more rare than gold
You
and
know it
silver?
as Cadillac?
Oh my gosh, where you find palladium at? This sounds like something you need to be having, locked up in your safe. It say it's used in jewelry, it's used in automobiles, it's used in electronics, it's used at dentists, at the dentist and medicine. It's used as investing, you know what I mean? Russia, largest producer with about 40% of global supply. South Africa, second largest producer. Canada and United States, minor producers. What? Damn. It says palladium versus platinum. Palladium is more expensive than platinum due to higher demand and limited supply. Less dense and lighter than platinum. More reactive, but still resistant to corrosion.
A catalytic converter, old trucking ass. Come on! You want to say the wrong truck. Come on! We don't have thing as a Cadillac converter. I ain't never heard of this.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Double S. I hope your stress go to the wrong address, and I never stress and never test, you know what I mean? So I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, and getting in touch with God, keeping that spirit juiced up and a bunch of energy rising, and taking yourself to the next level. Make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. I ain't gonna be here for a short time. I'm here for a long time, you know what I mean? Like I said, I hope your stress go to the wrong address. Catch me on the next video.